Hi, my name's Eghosa. I'm gonna be your interviewer today. And what's your name?
My name's Josephine.
Okay, that's great. Um, Before we start, I'm just gonna have to let you know that everything we talk about and everything we say, it's gonna be all confidential. I'm not gonna tell anyone unless you tell me that you're gonna harm yourself or you're incriminating yourself in any way possible.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so tell me, what brings you here today?
Well, I'm just here today just to talk about a few things that's been bothering me a lot. Just for example, environmental changes, just adapting to my new environment. I just moved to Edmonton from Toronto not too long ago. So it's just been very hard for me to adapt to my new environment.
Okay. So, what I'm hearing you say is you're having trouble adapting to everything around you.
Yeah,
It must be a big change for you.
yeah, just, not having friends here, not a lot of family. It just can be very lonely at times. So it's just really bothering me a lot.
So, I hear you saying lonely. How long have you been here?
I've been here just for about a month and a half. Yeah.
A month and a half.
hmm
So, have you had the chance to go around anywhere, make any friends?
Hmm, didn't really have much opportunities because, I'm gonna start school soon. So I just came a month early just to like see my new place and, know how it's like to live here, but haven't really gone out much. Like I said, don't really have friends. It's very hard to go out there when you don't really know anyone.
That's interesting to hear you say that because if you want to go out, you don't. I believe that you can go out without having friends, but what is stopping you from going out just alone? Did you go out alone when you were living in Toronto, or
Well,
is that just a new thing?
actually, no. I actually had lots and lots of friends that I did a lot of things with. I'm more so called an introvert, so I don't really put myself out there. So it's very hard for me to put myself out there with a lot of people. I feel like I kind of need help with that.
So what I hear you say is that you're having a little bit of culture shock because you're moving from one place to another and you're experiencing a whole different subgroup and subculture of friends. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. And just to add on, I just feel like if my parents were here with me, it'd be much more easier because if I had family around me, I just feel like it'd be easier to cope with, not making friends. Because I feel like I can go to school and maybe I can make a friend, but like I said, I don't really put myself out there to give that opportunity. I'm very much to myself. In Toronto, I had a lot of friends. They really put me out there, so it was just much more easier for me to be out there with a lot of people than to be here where it's like, oh, I'm by myself.
May I ask how old are you?
I'm actually 19 years old.
So you are over the age to be living by yourself, but
Yes.
who's your legal guardian right now?
I'm technically my own legal guardian. I do live alone right now, so I'm all by myself.
Okay, so I can see where you're coming from and why you have the need to bring up having friends because you want to fill them in for the place that your friends in Toronto were. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. So basically, right now, I'm just kind of stuck in between. Whereas, if it's really hard for me, like going into the future, I might look back and going back because, to be honest, Edmonton is it's much better opportunity for going to school, having a job. So I feel like it's the best place to at least start off my career path. But it is hard. There's a lot of challenges with it. But I'm trying hard to cope, but I just feel like I need somebody to talk to sometimes.
Is that what made you leave Toronto in the first place? Just your career path?
Not just my career path. I do have, some cousins here, but we're not very close. I just heard it's a big opportunity to come here. I know my parents are actually planning to move down here over within the next year. So until then, yes, I will be alone. So I feel like if I can cope within a year and my family can all move down here, I'd feel much more better.
Mm-hmm. So I hear you say that you want to adapt to your Edmonton environment, but you'd like to do it with family, so you're just gonna be on your own until you have them come here?
Yes, that's correct. Just wait until they can all come here and start their lives as well. I feel like from there on it would be much more easier because I do have a sister, I have a brother where we can all just go out together, be together and just go out there with one another.
That's interesting. Could you tell me what you were doing in Toronto before this?
Well, before Toronto, I graduated high school about 2 years ago, and I just decided to take a year off to decide, what are my plans, what I really wanted to do. And my family did decide that they are going to be moving to Edmonton because of my father, but just not yet. They would move within the next year. And I just looked at it as a great opportunity because, a lot of people are doing really well with themselves here in Alberta. So I decided, well, me and my family decided that I would move down here first just to get the feel of it. But just being here is just making me really miss them. But I just know I need to be strong for them before they can come here.
I hear you say that word family a lot, so you must have really strong morals.
I really do. We are very much close, like very close.
And do you think part of the reason why you moved down here and are experiencing such culture shock is because you miss your family?
Yeah, but I feel like that's the reason too. I really miss them a lot. It's just I'm around them all day, every day, and now it's kind of like I'm all alone. I can just talk to them over phone, and it can be always. So yeah, we're very close family. We tell each other everything. We're always around each other. So I just kind of feel left out right now that I'm not with them.
That must be a big step for you.
A very huge step, but I'm trying to be strong.
That's really good. So, in Toronto, as you were telling me, you took a year off. What made you decide to take the leap and leave your family that you said you were so tight knit with?
Well, like I said, they are planning to move down here as well. So since I don't want to be very backtracked with school, I feel like I want to start as soon as I can. So I did take the initiative to come here first and at least to tell them, how the feel is, how it is. But just getting out there is it's very hard. It's very hard for me. That's the only struggle that I'm having right now is missing my family, just being out there more, just loneliness is not the best.
I really do understand where you're coming from. So, what I'm gonna do for you is suggest that you come in maybe 2 to 3 times a week so you can talk about whatever you want, how your day was going, how school going, if you're experiencing even worse culture shock, just whatever you feel like. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds very great. I think that's a great opportunity for me to be out there more.
That's really good. So, I think you're getting the whole point of coming to Edmonton. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Just familiarizing yourself with your surroundings, your new family, which is going to be your fellow students and your fellow new friends, hopefully.
Yes, I hope so.
All right. I just like to thank you for coming in and seeing me.
All right, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor. I would love to come back and just talk with you some more.
That's no problem, honestly. All right.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Thank you.